Hi, my name is Ray and welcome to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I want to talk about popular books that I haven't read yet. One thing about me is that I tend to binge read anything that's in a series, so a lot of times I end up reading books way after the first one has come out. And then there are a few other books that I just always said that I was going to read and never really got to. Not for any particular reason, but I just haven't. So I'm going to go through 8 books that I own, all that I have physical copies of, that I hope to read eventually, but that I haven't yet for one reason or another. The first book on my list is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, I think it's pronounced. From what I know, most people really love this book. It's basically a classic, and I believe it's about a young girl who really loves books, but at a time where they're being forbidden and they're being burned, so she starts stealing them, and I believe I've been told that the story is narrated by death. So that sounds interesting. I don't read a lot of historic fiction, but this is one that sounds really interesting and has been recommended a bunch of times, so I hope that I can get to this before the end of the year. I only bought it probably less than a year ago, so hopefully I'll get to it soon. The next book on my list is Restore Me by Taheda Mafi. I remember reading the original 3 in this series, and I thought that there were only going to be 3. So I got the first 3 in a box set for Christmas one year, all in paperback. And even though I had a few unanswered questions by the end of the series, I thought it was over. So when I found out that there were more, I was kind of excited, but I've been seeing on Twitter that a lot of people are disliking the rest of it. I don't know how I feel. I'm probably still gonna read it just to see for myself. I remember Juliet being pretty annoying to begin with. It's hard to imagine that gets worse, but we'll see. I do also have Defy Me. I'm just waiting for Imagine Me to come out in paperback, and then I can finish it. So we'll see how it goes. Either way, the covers are pretty. At least this one. I think this one's my favorite. The next book on my list is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I have not yet read any of her books. I do really want to. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. I am really excited to get to this one though. I've heard it's about villains and revenge, which makes a great plot point right there. I just need to pick up the sequel, Vengeful. It is out in paperback, but I've been on a book buying ban, and then I promised my friend Taylor that I would only buy 2 books a month, so thanks for that. Unfortunately, I've already made my book purchases for the month of July, so hopefully I can pick up Vengeful sometime next month, and then I can get started. Also, when Vengeful first came out, one of my favorite booktubers, Katrina from Little Book Out, raved about it and was super excited about it, so I'm really excited to get to this hopefully soon. The next book on my list is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I have not read any of her books. I've kind of been procrastinating on this series, even though my friend Allie really loves it and has raved about it. I hope to get to it eventually. It's honestly not high on my priority list, but I will read it at some point. I just need 3 more of the books, I think, and then I'll dive in. All I know is that it's about assassins, so that sounds pretty cool. I'm excited. The next book on my list is another by V.E. Schwab. It's A Darker Shade of Magic. I originally got this on audio. I didn't have a physical copy at the time, and when I started listening to it, there was just a lot of detail, and they were describing the different Londons, so I decided to get a physical copy. I originally got it in paperback, but then I ended up trading with someone and I got the Barnes & Noble special edition, and I feel like I have to get the other 2 in the special edition as well. Unfortunately, my Barnes & Noble, somehow, it's 3 stories tall in downtown and it does not have them, so I asked someone to get them for me. But I am really excited to start this. I've heard really great things. I don't think I've heard a single bad review. And I really like this edition because it has illustrations in it, and it also comes with its own bookmark. So I'm excited to get to that, hopefully soon. I just have to find the other 2 copies first. The next book on my list is A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I'm actually really excited about this one. I read The Hunger Games for the first time when I was in college, but I didn't have physical copies. I borrowed them all from a friend, but I did like it. I also like the movies, always went to the midnight premieres. I've been wanting to reread The Hunger Games for a really long time, especially since the movies are playing on TV like every other weekend, and I get stuck in the rabbit hole and I just keep watching them. So I've been wanting to reread them, and then when this came out, I felt like it was the perfect excuse to do so. From my understanding, this is about President Snow and when he was in the Hunger Games, so I'm pretty interested in that. I do want to get a little bit of more backstory on Panem and why it is the way it is. And President Snow's a weird dude, so there's gotta be explanations for the things that he does. I have been seeing that some people like it and some people are a little on the fence or kind of feeling like it wasn't necessary, but I'm interested to see for myself, and I'll probably do a review of it. I might actually just review the entire series, but we'll see. I'll get to these soon. I just need to finish reading Broken Throne by Victoria Aveyard, and that will be me finishing the Red Queen series, and then I can get to these. The next book on my list is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I am dying to read this one, but I'm trying to wait for the sequel. I don't know how long that's gonna be, but I'm trying. I really am. This is a book that every time I saw it in the store and I wasn't planning on buying it, I would like walk by and touch the cover and someone was finally like, can you just buy the damn book, get the book. My dad actually bought it for me, so thanks, Dad. I'm gonna try to wait. I really am, but I really do love the Grishaverse. Leigh Bardugo did a fantastic job creating this world, writing this series. I read Six of Crows first, right after college, and I loved it. Inej is my fave. And then, even though I heard some mixed things about the Shadow and Bone trilogy, I bought the box set anyway, and I absolutely loved it. Did not regret it at all. I am also super excited about the Netflix show. I think it's gonna be so good. It seems like the cast is super diverse and that they match the characters. I'm so excited about it. I don't know when that's being released yet, but I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. And I really like that Ben Barnes, if you remember, he played Prince Caspian in Chronicles of Narnia. He's gonna be the Darkling. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Hopefully the show comes out soon because I need something. The book or the show. I need one of them. If you've read it, please tell me how it is. Is it as good as I think it is? Please tell me that this lives up to my expectations. Do not let me down, please. But let me know. The last book on my list is Children of Blood and Bone by Tony Adeyemi. I also have Children of Virtue and Vengeance, but again, I'm just waiting for that last book to come out. As far as I know, it's a trilogy, so just one more. Probably gonna be a while since the second one came out fairly recently. I am excited to get into this. It sounds really good. However, I've seen some of my favorite booktubers say that they just did not like it, and that makes me nervous. Hopefully I like it at least, or at least maybe I'll like the world. Maybe it's the characters that suck. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to get into this. Hopefully it's good. If you read it, whether you liked it or not, just tell me what you thought. I really want to know. That's all that I have for today. Let me know what you think of any of the books that I've mentioned, if you've read them, if they're on your TBR, if you like them, if you didn't like them. Just no spoilers, please. But let me know what you thought. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you in the next video.